Before the arrest, before the stories came out, before the bodies, she was everywhere. Lina Ferris, known online as Glow with Lina, wasn't just another influencer. She was the template. The one others copied. She had the aesthetic, the story, a clean beauty brand built from her own healing journey. She told her followers she used to suffer from stress rashes and skin flares until she detoxed from conventional thinking and found her glow, a soft-spoken, pastel-toned spirituality she turned into a brand. Her GlowWithin product line was her empire. Serums with rose quartz infusions, cruelty-free eye masks, golden hour face oil first sold through Shopify, then viral through TikTok, eventually picked up by Sephora, where it was positioned as a top-tier indie brand for intuitive skincare. By early 2023, she wasn't just branding beauty, she was branding truth. Your skin tells your story, I just help you write it with light. She called herself a beauty empath. She offered frequency-matched consultations where she'd pick interns, mentees, or collaborators based on gut feeling. People praised her intuition and for lifting up smaller creators. In reality, that's how she picked victims. The first person to go missing was Brielle Ray, a micro-influencer, makeup tutorials, soft edits. 23 years old and fresh out of aesthetic school, she posted a picture from inside Lina's headquarters studio 2 years before the arrest, tagged it, "Manifesting my next chapter. Grateful for this opportunity." After that, silence. Her profile went inactive. Her phone went to voicemail. Her family filed a missing persons report 2 weeks later. LAPD classified her as voluntary disappearance, noting no forced entry, no suspicious transactions. Lina said she wasn't that close with her, and that they parted ways professionally. No one pressed harder. There was no reason to. Then came Jasmine Okoro, a 25-year-old with a skincare channel on YouTube. Lina featured her in a collab Glow Challenge series, and they shared a live stream discussing remapping beauty from the inside out. After filming the last episode, Jasmine vanished. Her friends assumed she had ghosted for mental health. Again, no clear foul play. No pressure on Lina. Then Lina Ferris, Lina's husband, went missing on a work trip. Except his car was found at the bottom of a canyon in Griffith Park, and someone had slashed the tires. Lina told her audience he had been struggling with stress and might have gone off-grid for clarity. She kept up the image, continuing to post product launches and soft-spoken affirmations, while quietly dismantling any record of Mateo's involvement in her company. Police initially believed the crash suggested suicide, but no body was found in the car, and when they began connecting the timeline, things unraveled fast. The person who cracked the illusion wasn't a detective. It was Ren Tully, a 31-year-old content creator who had briefly worked under Lina as a campaign manager for influencer partnerships. Ren made a video called, "Why I Left GlowWithin. This isn't tea. It's a warning." In it, Ren described what happened behind the scenes. She said, "Working with Lina meant surrendering access to your phone and email during product launches. For focus," Lina claimed. She described being locked into NDAs, longer than her actual employment period. She talked about overnight stays at the GlowWithin HQ for content sprints, where assistants weren't allowed to leave the building until the next morning.
"We were told it was for energy calibration, that Lina didn't want outside frequencies interrupting the brand field. The scariest part? She made people work in pairs. Always pairs. But then, people started not showing up the next day. First Brielle, then Jasmine."
Ren said she left after being asked to scrub a creator's contact from internal databases for someone who had already gone missing. "Just clean it up," Lina had texted. Unfinished energy pulls our launch down. On August 9th, 2023, LAPD obtained a search warrant for GlowWithin's headquarters, which was a converted warehouse in Frogtown, LA, divided into white-walled studio spaces, minimalist lounge areas, and private product storage. At first glance, nothing looked wrong, until they opened a rear supply room. Behind a stack of fake shipping crates was a false wall designed to look like the original concrete. Inside was a subchamber, no windows, padded walls, soundproof insulation. It wasn't a meditation room. It wasn't a retreat space. It was a holding cell. They found the bodies beneath the floor. Brielle Ray was identified by her dental records. Jasmine Okoro was found still wearing the rose quartz bracelet, gifted to her by Lina. Lina Ferris's body showed signs of blunt force trauma to the back of the head, which was his cause of death. Each corpse had signs of being moved after death. Lina had staged the canyon crash to suggest Mateo had taken his own life, but she had already killed him, dragged the body to her HQ, buried him under concrete, and let the public believe he'd simply disappeared. Lina was arrested in public walking out of a cold-pressed juice bar in West Hollywood. She was wearing branded leggings, a GlowWithin hoodie, and carrying a green smoothie. She made no attempt to flee, said nothing during the arrest. The only thing she said after getting in the squad car was,
"Could someone hold my smoothie? I don't want it to spill."
Her followers were split. Some blamed the media. Others said something always felt off. Her Sephora contract was terminated immediately. Her Shopify was pulled offline within hours. But her domain had been updated 3 days earlier. It was scheduled to redirect to a new site, glowwithfreedom.com. That site never went live. What did go live, briefly, was a draft newsletter found in her email account dated the week Brielle disappeared. It had been scheduled to send to her 78,000 mailing list subscribers. The subject line: "Your light is your weapon. So is your silence." And the footer quote: "Never published. Energy doesn't lie, but people do. Some people need to disappear for your peace to arrive. Lina."